Wall Street loves a success story, especially when no one sees it coming. But the fastest growing business in the world today isn't a normal venture. It's actually a business they can't even buy into.
If these ransomware operators were to gang together and become a private company, they would probably be the hottest IPO on the NASDAQ. People would be throwing money at these with the types of financials they have.
In 2023 alone, ransomware payments hit a staggering $1.1 billion and have only continued to grow. But this isn't just theft. It's a full-blown criminal economy.
Ransomware is big business for them, right? They're bringing in millions, billions of dollars. It is a larger financial system than the economies of many small countries. They're making a lot of money off of it, unfortunately. It's really quite sad.
Forget the stereotype of a lone hacker in a basement. Today's reality is a ruthlessly sophisticated supply chain with subcontractors and specialized roles, or better known as Ransomware-as-a-Service.
So with Ransomware-as-a-Service, we've really seen an economy built around performing these intrusions and performing these attacks. And it's really allowed them to become a lot more efficient.
This isn't somebody in their basement conducting this. This is an organization. They've got project managers. They're utilizing Jira and project management solutions that we utilize today in our corporate environments.
Beneath the surface of these attacks lies a complex spiderweb of specialized criminals.
This whole economy that has been built to specialize parts of the actual intrusion.
They're figuring out how much they're gonna pay people that join. There's some kind of recruiting mechanism to it as well.
There are initial access brokers. The initial access broker is going to try to gain access to your environment, but then they need to sell that access.
The affiliates are largely using the tools generated by some of the RaaS operators and some of the people up the chain, and they're facilitating the actual intrusion from, hey, I have access, let me get in, get the keys to the kingdom, move to the sensitive systems, and deploy ransomware to this entire organization.
This isn't some rigid organization with loyal employees. It's a decentralized, profit-driven ecosystem.
They're invested in evolving and improving their techniques. How do they successfully, attack, ransom, hold a victim at risk, and influence them into paying the ransom?
So it really is formalized, rigid, very expansive, and not just one individual acting on their own in their home.
Cybercriminals don't just aim for Fortune 500 companies. They aim for all of us.
Ransomware ruins lives, period. Encryption means loss of service, and a lot of these people cannot afford to start over. Ransomware actors do not care. They care about one thing, and that's money.
Once that ransomware initiates, humanity vanishes. Just cold indifference as lives are shattered.
It doesn't matter if it's a child's hospital, a nonprofit helping people, the unhoused get into shelters. It just does not matter. They're in it for the profit. They're in it for the scale.
We've seen it over the last several years, right? Ransomware has evolved into extortion. It's extortion and ransom. It's the threat of releasing the data. It's the, hey, if these trade secrets get out, if this customer data gets out, what's the reputational risk? What's the brand risk? And leveraging that in order to coerce victims into paying them.
This is the reality we're up against. A billion-dollar criminal economy built on cold calculation. To disrupt it, we've got to understand exactly how this industry standard model operates and evolves.
Now that a lot of these Ransomware-as-a-Service organizations are kind of operating more specialized, on one hand, it hurts us because they're running at scale and they're very efficient. But on the other hand, it really helps us kind of really lock in specifically. They've kind of broken down their problem into small sub-functions. We can break ours down into small sub-functions to understand how to stop them at every single space. The scale that they have definitely is helping them generate more money, but it's also helping us find them a lot more rapidly.